guys, it's Braxton, and I am getting a shower, not on video, but I'm thinking about something. I want to share it, and this is the best time to talk, because it's on my mind. Mindfulness. Man, just the interesting side of look at that, that's just convenient. This here coat hanger would provide a nice camera. Oh, here we go. Camera holder. Not more or less. Ah. Boom. Mindfulness. The thing that I'm most passionate about now, compared to 5 years ago when I got into fitness, it was about, bigger muscles, get stronger, and my stuff's great, and I love it. It's cool to have muscles and things. It's like, the achievements are wonderful. Achievements can be fun, but they don't make you worth anything more than you were when you started. And having dealt so much with difficulties with anxiety and OCD and depression and things growing up, and addictions to pornography and all the mental turmoil that I faced for so long, it was until I truly learned to be patient with me and be loving and kind towards thyself, and began to meditate 2 years ago. Meditating every single day, 10 minutes, That was when what is my passion, which is mindfulness, which is meditation, which is being aware, something is so small as, and I struggle to find words even at times, but something is so small as not having to talk much, coming from the perspective of someone that's spent so long being in so much agony and anxiety in their mind, the feeling of not really needing to say much. A good example would be I've got things I'm good at, and I've got things I'm not good at. And one thing I'm not good at times is I will oversleep for things. I'll be up late, and my mind will be growing, and I'll be working on something. I'll get really excited. I'm kind of a night owl in that way. And then the next morning, I'm supposed to be there somewhere at 7 o'clock, and I wake up at 7:05 to the person say, "Hey, you still coming?" And I'm like, "Oh crap," And it's interesting how although you don't just say, "Oh well, screw it," because I want to be very respectful of anyone that I'm meeting somewhere, but if it does to happen, you don't show up and say, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. This is what happens, and you don't think about it for the rest of the day. You generally, "Oh man, I overslept." "Hey, I'm sorry, I overslept. Are you still there? Can I come meet you? Or should we do this later?" And that's it. It's like there's not a need for anything else, this. There's not much of a need for it. I think that especially in the future, as it goes to accomplishing things and working towards things, if growing the gym, the gym is such an exciting adventure, and we have goals for the gym. We want to get to have 225 clients. That's a goal we've had for years, and we're steady trucking. We're at 160, I think, 150, which is the biggest personal training gym I know of. Let me know if you know a big old one, baby. But there's so many ups and downs, so many difficulties with doing it. I'm gonna turn this off. So many difficulties with doing it, and I think that any level of success or achievement, whether it be a business, financial, relationship, success, I think there's a certain ignorance is not the right word, because I want to say mindfulness, I want to say awareness, I want to say less brain activity. I would say this: it would be really hard to be massively successful in business, or massively successful in athletics. It would be harder. I think would be harder to do those things. As I've experienced, it is harder to do those things when you you possess thoughts in your mind and you identify them as, oh my God, I have to change this, anxiety. I used to get very red all the time, my neck and my cheeks, and I still will at times. And it's kind of like being late now. It just is, sure. There's not much need to worry about it. Matter of fact, come on, it doesn't matter. It's just me, in the same sense that like there has to be this kind of the mind has to be at ease. I don't think that it always has to be, I know like Elon Musk and stuff talks about the mind never stopping. I'm not trying to go to Mars. But I think that in order to take risk for the common man, for us normal people, to take risks and to work hard on a business or to post something or to share something with people, or to, go out there and ask that pretty girl to dance, or, to excel in business, or to quit, your schooling and go and do something you love, start a business or something. I think there has to be a level of calm, quietness in the mind. I know that for me, the business has grown. And again, I just speak from my own experience. These are just my experiences. I have no assumption that I understand things better than other people. I really don't. I know that. Matter of fact, I know that I don't understand the world better than other people. But these are my thoughts, and as other people have shared their thoughts with me, and they've been helpful. I also hope to share my thoughts with other people. But I know that for the business, in order to have seen the growth that we have, and grow it to the place that we are, we are in a place we do almost $500,000 this year in revenue, which is like insane. It's incredible, especially at being 21 years old, being in charge of that company, being the leader of it. So it's a wonderful blessing. It's a wonderful adventure every day. It's something that's I've been up since yesterday morning, and it's 12 o'clock at night right now. So I've been up for almost 2 days. So there are times like this where it's the new year and you're having to stay up and work on things and, have things of branding and marketing for the new year's. And, there are the things that come along with it that can be challenging, but it's so much of an adventure and it's so much fun. But I don't, I've seen rapid growth in the gym in the past year. And I think that, I always think that the leader of whatever team is responsible for the trajectory of where that group is going, and I do hold myself responsible for our team. I do hold myself responsible for our success or our failure, and I just know that the amount of mental clarity and the amount of, best way I could say it is just tranquility, just a sense of being, just a calm, just to be here, and not much more. Like I've learned that you don't have to think much. Thoughts really aren't. There's not even really much point in them. Thoughts. They bounce around. There's not, a constructive thought that it creates or does something is good. But other than that, I think be more like a plant. Be more here and less in your mind going, what if? Because, you make up all these stories about the world and they're just not true. And I think, you can enjoy them. They're fun to, view the world a certain way or think someone likes you or doesn't like you or they're mad at me or, create a dialogue or a narrative rather for your day. Or you could not. That's also an option. Not saying one is necessarily better than the other. My perspective would be that it is definitely, better. But I'm rambling for the point of encouragement for whoever's watching this video still. If you're still watching this video, you're my homie. Dog, I appreciate you. I feel like DJ Khaled. But whatever you're trying to achieve, whatever you're trying to work towards, and so am I, trying to work towards things and trying to achieve goals. Don't underestimate the importance of mental clarity, mental tranquility, quietness of the mind. The ability to just be here and not need to be anywhere else. I think that is where you're able to do the most, achieve the most, be as most fulfilled as you can, contribute the most so that people love the deepest, have the most pleasure, experience the depths of pain when painful times come. That is important. But mindfulness, I think, is key if you're trying to really achieve something, and that's especially leading to the new year with people with, their New Year's resolutions and things. I'm eager to have this conversation with many people about, hey, let's step away from losing weight, and let's step away from, just trying to look a certain way. And you know what? Let's take a step closer to mindfulness, and let's take a moment to just to be. Let's stop thinking that I need to be different, and let's stop thinking that I need to lose weight so that I can be beautiful, and that I'm, not good enough. Let's don't think these things. Let's realize that these thoughts about yourself, there are people who are models that also hate their body. So let's realize that these thoughts have nothing to do with you. And let's create a sense of well-being and kindness and love and, care towards thyself. And then from that, we can then begin to cultivate habits that are also that also bring health to the body. Take that and compare it with your crash course diet. The other option is to do a 30-day no-carb diet. So it's your choice. But yes, the idea of being mindful, or the state of being mindful, I think is probably one of the most helpful things that you can cultivate if you're going to